Our third high-impact practice is learning communities. Very simply, a learning community is a collection of courses that students complete together in a small group. In other words, cohorts. You have, maybe 4 students who are all taking their athletic training classes together, and they work through the program on the same schedule from sophomore to junior to senior year. It's not a new concept. It used to be a lot of people had that experience in the one-room schoolhouse. They, year after year, went with the same kids and covered the material together and cooperated, the older kids helping the younger kids, whatever. The learning community simply takes advantage of the idea that when we take classes together, we get used to working together, we collaborate, we solve problems together. That creates a good environment for learning. Now, some institutions take the idea of a learning community even further and create what are called living and learning communities. In other words, you have your cohorts cohabitate. They live in the same building or on the same floor of the same dorm. Our neighbors to the south, South Dakota State University, they actually offer 15 living and learning communities, each designed around different academic or social interests. For instance, they have living and learning communities for ag, food, and environmental science students. They have another one for natural resource management, one for health professionals, and that includes nursing, pharmacists, pre-med, the whole gamut of people interested in health professions. A healthy lifestyles community for students who are into sports and exercise academically and just personally. There's an Oyate Uitaya Tipi for people who are Native American or who are studying Native American issues, and many others. Living and learning communities provide an opportunity for students who are already studying together to also live together, perhaps facilitating their collaboration on different projects in their academic programs. Now, you don't have to have everybody live in the same building to make the idea of a learning community work, to have a cohort get good results. But practically speaking, one of the first things we can do to support a learning community is to provide them with shared spaces. Face-to-face, we've got the classroom for that, but maybe you also have a study table in the library where students gather, 3 times a week at a certain time. Now, online, well, we can't meet in a room, but maybe we create a discussion forum, and one at the top of the course where, you have a discussion forum for each class, but up at the top you have a general concerns and conversation forum where the students in the cohort can talk. Or beyond that, maybe there's a discussion forum outside of any one course that the whole cohort accesses. For instance, my wife was in an online program once for several years, and her cohort, she was going through year by year with the same students. They created a Facebook page, which was their cohort page. And so even as they went through different parts of the program, when they wanted to talk, to interact, to share ideas, or just blow off steam, they'd all go to that same Facebook page. That was an online shared space that supported learning community for the cohort. Also, you can support a learning community by having coordinated syllabi so that students in the cohort can see how each course fits with what they've already studied, where they have maybe some shared documents or shared rules that are always expressed there, reinforcing their unity, their community in that learning effort. Also, you want to have faculty communication. If you're having a cohort move together from first year, second year, third year, well, you need your first year, second year, and third year instructors to talk to each other about what they're doing, what they're covering, how maybe the cohort has been struggling with certain concepts, and what you can do in the third year course to build on or refresh what you did in the second year course. So support the learning community with faculty communication. And maybe the biggest deal, if you're going to support community, you've got to support collaboration. If students are going through as a cohort and going to the same classes, you want those students to build connection with each other through their work in class. And that means promoting collaboration in their learning projects. So do those things, foster that sense of a learning community, and the students in those cohorts will learn better, according to the research on high impact practices.